Let us begin with a simple question: what does it mean to look younger than your age? Society has wrapped itself in this peculiar obsession, as though time itself were a sculptor carving wrinkles and leaving traces upon us. But is time truly the artist, or are we its co-creators? You see, time is a story we tell ourselves, a measurement we impose upon the infinite flow of life. Calendars and birthdays may divide our years, but they cannot measure the vitality of your being. When someone remarks that you look young for your age, what they are really sensing is something deeper, something timeless. Your body listens to the whispers of your mind. Thoughts of vitality, joy, and curiosity ripple through every cell, shaping your appearance as surely as sunlight shapes the trees. This is not magic, it is the profound connection between what we think and how we are. The face is a mirror of the spirit. When the spirit dances, the face glows. But let us not be fooled by society's relentless fixation on appearances. The quest to look younger often blinds us to the joy of simply being. What if the true gift is not defying your years, but embracing them with grace? Your laugh lines, your silver threads, they are not marks of decay, but maps of wisdom and joy. To remain youthful is to remain playful, not trapped in seriousness or rigidity. Children laugh freely, not because they are young, but because they are unburdened. This is the secret. Youth is not an age, it is a state of being. When you let go of fear and embrace the playful nature of life, your spirit shines, and so too does your form. And what of the labels? Old, young, middle-aged, these are but words. They cannot capture the essence of your soul. The moment you transcend these labels, you become ageless. Life itself does not ask your age, it simply flows through you as vibrant as ever. So let us live in harmony with the rhythm of existence. Let us move, breathe, and love with all the fullness of the present. The light of youth, after all, is not something to chase. It is already here within you, around you, timeless and infinite. And perhaps, just perhaps, in living this way, someone might one day marvel at your youthful appearance. But the secret will not be a cream, a diet, or even good genes. It will be your profound realization that you were never as old or as young as you thought you were. Time, as we know it, is a story, a shared agreement among us, a way to bring order to the vast and unpredictable rhythm of existence. We chart it with calendars, clocks, and anniversaries, convinced that it flows in one direction, steadily pulling us forward, taking our youth and leaving us with the unmistakable marks of its passing. But is time truly this linear, relentless force? Or is it an illusion, a creation of the human mind to make sense of something far more mysterious? Imagine standing at the shore, watching the ocean waves. They rise and fall, not in straight lines, but in rhythms, patterns, and flows. Time, too, moves like this, cyclically, fluidly, beyond the rigid frameworks we impose upon it. The sun rises and sets, the seasons come and go, but they do not count the years. A tree does not measure its age, it simply grows, changes, and becomes. Yet we insist on carving the passage of time into milestones, labels, and identities: childhood, adolescence, middle age, old age. This insistence becomes a trap. We begin to live not in the present moment, where life truly unfolds, but in the shadow of time's narrative. We compare ourselves to the past and anxiously anticipate the future. We see the years as a thief, stealing our youth, our vitality, our vitality, our beauty. But what if this fear of aging, this relentless ticking of the clock, is merely a trick of perception? When you look closely, you realize that time does not exist in the way we think it does. What we call time is nothing more than a series of present moments strung together in the mind. The past is a memory, the future a projection. Neither exists outside of the now. Yet we cling to these constructs, letting them define who we are, how we feel, and even how we look. Think of those who are often described as ageless. They seem to radiate a vitality untouched by the years. Is it because they have defied time? Or is it because they have transcended its illusion? Such people live in the present, unburdened by the weight of what was or what will be. Their energy is focused not on resisting time, but on embracing the flow of life as it comes. The illusion of time is further reinforced by societal expectations. We are told that certain ages must look and feel a certain way, that youth is beauty, middle age is responsibility, and old age is decline. These expectations shape our beliefs, and our beliefs shape our reality. The more we buy into these narratives, the more they manifest in our bodies and minds. But here lies the liberation. When you let go of this illusion, you realize that you are not a prisoner of time. You are not a number, not a date on a birth certificate. You are a living, breathing expression of life itself, timeless and infinite. Your body and mind are not bound by the stories you tell yourself. They respond to your thoughts, your emotions, your perspective. Consider this: when you lose yourself in a moment of joy, creativity, or love, do you feel your age? Do you count the years? No. In such moments, time dissolves and you experience the truth of existence, that you are not aging, you are simply being. And so the illusion of time invites us to a profound realization. We do not need to fight time or fear it. We need only to understand its nature and live beyond its confines. In doing so, we discover a paradox that by letting go of time, we become timeless. The connection between the mind and the body is one of the most profound truths of human existence, yet it is often overlooked or misunderstood. We live in a world that tends to separate the two, treating the mind as a thinking machine and the body as a mechanical vessel. But what if they are not separate at all? What if they are two aspects of the same whole, constantly influencing and shaping one another? Let us start with a simple observation. When you feel happy, your body reflects it. Your posture straightens, your face brightens, your movements become lighter. Conversely, when you are burdened by stress, your body tightens, your breath shortens, and your energy diminishes. This is not coincidence, it is evidence of the intricate dialogue between your thoughts and your physical form. Science has long shown that emotions and thoughts are not just abstract phenomena, they have physical consequences. When you experience stress or anxiety, your brain releases hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, preparing your body for a fight or flight response. Over time, chronic stress can lead to physical symptoms: tension, fatigue, even illness. On the other hand, positive emotions such as joy, gratitude, and love trigger the release of feel-good chemicals like dopamine and oxytocin, promoting relaxation, healing, and vitality. But the connection goes even deeper. Your thoughts and beliefs shape how your body ages, how it heals, and even how it appears. This is why people who think positively about aging often look younger and feel healthier than those who dread it. They are not just lucky, they are actively influencing their biology with their mindset. Consider the placebo effect, one of the most fascinating examples of the mind-body connection. When people believe that a sugar pill will cure their illness, they often experience real improvements. Their belief alone triggers physiological changes, as if the body is responding to the mind's conviction. This effect reveals a profound truth: the mind has the power to shape the body's reality. Now think about the messages you send to your body every day. Do you tell yourself that you are tired, stressed, or old? Or do you nurture thoughts of energy, vitality, and youth? Your body is always listening. It hears every word, every emotion, every belief. It responds not to the number of candles on your birthday cake, but to the energy you carry within. This connection is not just about physical health, it extends to how we present ourselves to the world. Have you ever noticed how people who are deeply confident seem to radiate beauty, regardless of their age? Their inner state is reflected outwardly, as though their thoughts are shaping their appearance. This is why true youthfulness is not just a matter of genetics or skin care, but of cultivating a vibrant, healthy mind. The mind-body connection also explains why practices like meditation, yoga, and mindfulness are so effective. These practices quiet the mind, reduce stress, and create a sense of harmony within. When the mind is calm and centered, the body follows suit. Healing becomes easier, energy flows more freely, and the face reflects an inner peace that no cosmetic can replicate. But this connection is not one way. The body also influences the mind. Movement, nutrition, and breath are powerful tools for shaping your thoughts and emotions. A brisk walk, for instance, can lift your mood and clear your mind, while deep, conscious breathing can reduce anxiety and restore clarity. By taking care of your body, you nurture your mind, and by taking care of your mind, you nurture your body. You nurture your body. The mind and body are partners in the dance of life, each shaping the other in an intricate, ongoing interplay. To look and feel youthful is not about denying your years, but about harmonizing this relationship. It is about cultivating thoughts that uplift and actions that align with those thoughts. It is about realizing that your inner world and outer appearance are not separate. They are mirrors of one another. So ask yourself, what kind of dialogue are you having with your body? Are you feeding it fear, doubt, and negativity? Or are you nurturing it with love, kindness, and vitality? Remember, your body is not just a passive vessel, it is an active participant in the story you are writing with your mind. When you honor this connection, you unlock a timeless truth that the most powerful tool for youth, health, and beauty lies not in the external world, but within you. In a world that constantly bombards us with images of perfection and unattainable standards, the concept of authenticity often feels overshadowed by the obsession with appearance. From glossy advertisements to social media filters, we are inundated with the message that how we look is the ultimate measure of our worth. But beneath this superficial narrative lies a deeper truth, our true beauty. Our enduring essence comes not from how we appear, but from who we are. Authenticity is the courageous act of being yourself in a world that is always trying to shape you into something else. It is about embracing your unique qualities, imperfections, and quirks not as flaws to be hidden, but as elements of your individuality to be celebrated. When you live authentically, you exude a radiance that transcends the physical. This is a kind of beauty that cannot be replicated by makeup, surgery, or any amount of external effort. Consider those individuals you find most compelling. Often it is not their symmetrical features or youthful skin that captivates you, but something deeper, their confidence, their energy, their undeniable sense of self. They are magnetic because they are real. They are not striving to meet an ideal set by others, they are simply and unapologetically themselves. Why then do so many of us spend our lives chasing an illusion of beauty instead of embracing authenticity? The answer lies in fear, the fear of not being accepted, the fear of being judged, the fear of being seen as less than. Society has conditioned us to believe that we must fit a specific mold to be valued, and in doing so, it has distanced us from our true selves. This fixation on appearance often leads to a life of dissatisfaction. We compare ourselves to others, scrutinize our reflections, and measure our worth by external standards that are ever-changing and impossible to fully achieve. Even when we momentarily meet these standards, the sense of fulfillment is fleeting. And true contentment comes not from altering how we look, but from aligning with who we are. Living authentically requires a shift in perspective. It asks us to redefine beauty not as something to be seen, but as something to be felt. Beauty is not a fixed quality, it is an energy, a presence, a way of being. It is found in the warmth of a genuine smile, the kindness in someone's eyes, the confidence with which they carry themselves. These are qualities that cannot be manufactured. They arise naturally when we live in alignment with our true selves. Authenticity also frees us from the exhausting pursuit of external validation. When you live authentically, you stop seeking approval from others because you are already grounded in your own worth. This does not mean you become indifferent to others' opinions. Rather, you stop allowing those opinions to define you. Your value becomes rooted in your inner sense of self, not in the fleeting judgments of the world. Paradoxically, when you prioritize authenticity over appearance, you often become more attractive in the process. This is because authenticity is magnetic. It draws people in, not because of how you look, but because of how you make them feel. When you are authentic, you give others permission to be authentic as well. You create a space of acceptance, and this is one of the most beautiful gifts you can offer. Authenticity also ages gracefully. While physical beauty may fade with time, authenticity only grows stronger. It deepens as you gain life experience, as you shed the superficial concerns of youth, and as you become more comfortable in your own skin. There is a wisdom and grace that comes with authenticity, a kind of beauty that transcends age. To live authentically is to trust that who you are is enough. It means showing up as yourself even when the world tells you to be something else. It means valuing your inner qualities, your kindness, your courage, your creativity over the external trappings that society celebrates. Ultimately, authenticity is not just a way of being, it is a way of liberating yourself. It allows you to live without the constant burden of pretending, comparing, or striving. It lets you connect with others on a deeper level, free from pretense or performance. And it reveals a truth that is often obscured, that you are most beautiful when you are most yourself. So let us stop chasing the fleeting illusions of appearance and instead embrace the timeless power of authenticity. For in being true to ourselves, we discover a kind of beauty that cannot be measured, captured, or diminished, a beauty that is uniquely and eternally ours. In the grand scheme of life, there is an aspect of existence that often goes unnoticed, buried under the weight of responsibilities, expectations, and seriousness, the playfulness of being. This is the innate, childlike quality within all of us, a spark of curiosity, wonder, and joy that transcends time, age, and circumstances. Yet as we grow older, society conditions us to abandon this playful spirit, replacing it with rigidity and self-consciousness. But what if the secret to vitality, youthfulness, and a fulfilled life lies in rediscovering this playful nature? Playfulness is not mere frivolity, it is a profound way of engaging with the world. Think of children at play. They are fully immersed in the moment, their laughter bubbling forth without inhibition. They do not analyze or overthink, they simply are. Their play is not bound by rules, outcomes, or expectations. It is an expression of pure being, an instinctive response to the world around them. As we age, we are taught to prioritize productivity, seriousness, and logic over spontaneity and joy. We are told that play is for children, that adults must be composed, focused, and disciplined. Slowly, the light-heartedness of our younger years fades, replaced by a sense of duty and a fear of being judged. We begin to measure ourselves by our achievements, suppressing the playful spirit that once brought us so much joy. But the playfulness of being is not lost, it is merely forgotten. It still resides within us, waiting to be rekindled. This playfulness is not about games or superficial fun. is a deeper quality of the soul. It is the ability to approach life with curiosity and openness, to find delight in the simple moments, to laugh freely, and to embrace the unexpected. When we allow ourselves to be playful, we tap into a timeless energy. This is why people with a playful spirit often seem younger than their years. They carry a lightness that defies the weight of age, a spark that radiates from within. Their vitality is not rooted in physical appearance, but in their attitude toward life. Playfulness also has a remarkable power to dissolve barriers. It breaks down the walls of formality and fear, connecting us with others in authentic and joyful ways. Think of a shared moment of laughter, how it brings people closer, how it transcends differences. In such moments, we are reminded that life is not a competition to be won, but a dance to be enjoyed. Moreover, playfulness is a powerful antidote to stress and rigidity. When we approach challenges with a playful mindset, they lose their heaviness. Problems become puzzles to solve, and failures become opportunities to learn. This does not mean ignoring the seriousness of life, but meeting it with resilience and creativity. Playfulness allows us to adapt, to find new perspectives, and to move forward with grace. One of the most profound aspects of playfulness is its connection to presence. To be playful is to be fully in the moment, free from the burden of past regrets or future anxieties. When you are playful, you lose track of time, not because you are avoiding life, but because you are fully immersed in it. This presence is deeply rejuvenating, reminding you that life is not a destination, but an unfolding journey. Playfulness is also a form of rebellion against societal expectations. In a world that often values conformity, seriousness, and restraint, choosing to be playful is a radical act. It is a declaration that you will not be confined by the narrow definitions of what it means to be an adult, that you will live with spontaneity and joy regardless of the judgments of others. How then can we rediscover the playfulness of being? It begins with small acts of letting go, dancing to your favorite song without caring who's watching, trying something new without worrying about failure, or finding humor in life's absurdities. It means giving yourself permission to be silly, curious, and light-hearted, even in the face of challenges. It also means surrounding yourself with those who encourage and nurture your playful spirit. Playfulness is contagious. When you laugh, others laugh with you. When you approach life with joy, you invite others to do the same. Together, you create a ripple effect that brings lightness to the world. At its core, playfulness is a reminder of what it means to truly live. It strips away the layers of pretense and expectation, revealing the pure essence of being. It is a bridge to our younger selves, a way to carry the best parts of childhood into adulthood. It is not about denying the realities of life, but about embracing them with a sense of wonder and delight. So let us reclaim the playfulness of being. Let us laugh without restraint, explore without fear, and live with the freedom of those who understand that life is not meant to be endured but celebrated. For in this playfulness we find not just the secret to youth, but the essence of life itself. From the moment we are born, labels begin to define us. They tell us who we are, where we belong, and what we should strive to become. Labels give society a way to categorize and simplify the complexities of human existence. We are given names, roles, and identities: daughter, son, student, professional, parent, retiree. These labels can feel comforting at times, offering a sense of structure and belonging. Yet they can also become a prison, confining us to expectations and limiting our potential to fully experience life. One of the most pervasive labels we encounter is age. Numbers dictate how we are supposed to look, feel, and behave at every stage of life. At 20, you should be ambitious and energetic. At 40, responsible and stable. At 60, you are expected to slow down. These societal scripts not only shape how others see us, but how we see ourselves. We internalize these labels, allowing them to define our worth and potential. But the truth is, age is just one of many labels that obscure the essence of who we truly are. Labels like too old, too young, not enough, or past your prime are not reflections of reality, they are constructs of the mind. They are stories we tell ourselves, stories reinforced by culture, media, and collective beliefs. Yet, like all stories, they can be rewritten. Letting go of labels begins with understanding their power. A label is not just a word, it carries with it a host of assumptions, judgments, and limitations. When you identify too closely with a label, you begin to live within its boundaries. You might stop pursuing a dream because society says you're too old, or you might feel pressure to achieve certain milestones because you're at the right age. These limitations are not real, they are imposed by the label itself. When we let go of labels, we free ourselves to experience life more fully. Without the constraints of young or old, successful or unsuccessful, we begin to see ourselves as we truly are: dynamic, evolving beings. Letting go does not mean rejecting all identity, but recognizing that no single label can capture the fullness of your existence. Labels often come with expectations, and expectations can become heavy burdens. The label of success, for instance, might demand that you work tirelessly, sacrificing joy and connection in the process. The label of failure, on the other hand, might keep you from trying again, paralyzing you with fear of judgment. Neither label is an accurate reflection of who you are. They are simply fleeting descriptions of circumstances. Consider the profound relief that comes with stepping outside of these constructs. When you let go of the label too old, you realize you can still learn new skills, explore new passions, or start anew. When you release the label not good enough, you see that your value is not determined by external measures, but by your own unique essence. Letting go of labels allows you to approach life with a sense of curiosity and possibility, unburdened by the weight of preconceived notions. It is important to note that labels are often imposed by others, but it is our acceptance of them that gives them power. When someone calls you to this or not enough of that, their words only stick if you choose to believe them. The act of letting go is an internal process, a decision to stop defining yourself by the limitations others project onto you. Letting go of labels also deepens your connection with others. Labels create divisions, they separate us from them: young from old, successful from unsuccessful. When you stop seeing yourself and others through the lens of labels, you begin to see the shared humanity beneath. You realize that we are all far more alike than different, all navigating the same challenges and joys of being alive. It is not always easy to let go of labels. They are deeply ingrained, often tied to our sense of identity and self-worth. Yet the process is profoundly liberating. It requires mindfulness, a willingness to observe the labels you carry and question their validity. It requires courage to step outside the safety of societal expectations and embrace the unknown. And it requires compassion for yourself and for others as you navigate this journey of self-discovery. Letting go of labels does not mean ignoring reality, but embracing it without preconceptions. It means living with the understanding that you are not your age, your job, your appearance, or any other external marker. These are aspects of your experience, not definitions of your being. Life is not a straight line. It is a rhythm, a dance of shifting seasons, cycles, and currents. The universe itself moves in waves, the rise and fall of tides, the waxing and waning of the moon, the inhale and exhale of breath. Everything in existence flows, yet so often we find ourselves resisting this natural rhythm. We cling to stability, control, and certainty, forgetting that the true essence of life is change. To live fully is not to resist the flow, but to harmonize with it. Harmony with the flow begins with recognition, the understanding that life is not meant to be forced or controlled, but embraced as it unfolds. Think of a river, its waters carved through rock, not by resisting obstacles, but by moving with them, adapting to their shape. When we try to control every aspect of our lives, we become like a dam, rigid and unyielding. This rigidity creates tension, frustration, and resistance, leaving us exhausted and disconnected from the natural rhythm of life. And to harmonize with the flow means to let go of this resistance. It means allowing yourself to be carried by life's currents, trusting that they will lead you to where you need to be. This is not passive surrender, but an active participation in the unfolding of life. It requires openness, adaptability, and a willingness to embrace the unknown. One of the greatest barriers to harmony with the flow is the illusion of control. We often believe that if we work hard enough, plan carefully enough, and hold on tightly enough, we can shape life to our exact desires. But the truth is, much of life is beyond our control. Relationships shift, opportunities come and go, and the unexpected always arises. When we fight these changes, we create suffering. When we accept them, we find peace. Harmony with the flow does not mean abandoning effort or ambition. It means aligning your actions with the natural currents of life rather than struggling against them. Like a skilled surfer riding a wave, you learn to move with the energy that surrounds you, using it to propel you forward. You begin to see obstacles not as barriers, but as opportunities to adjust your course, refine your perspective, and grow. This harmony also invites a deep sense of trust in yourself, trust in the process, and trust in the universe. When you release the need to control every outcome, you open yourself to possibilities far greater than anything you could have planned. You begin to experience synchronicity, those moments when life seems to unfold effortlessly, as though it is working with you rather than against you. Living in harmony with the flow also means letting go of attachment to fixed outcomes. Often we become so focused on a particular goal or vision that we lose sight of the beauty in the journey itself. When things don't go as planned, we feel defeated, as though we have failed. But life is not a series of destinations, it is an ever-changing path. When you release your grip on the end result, you allow yourself to find joy and fulfillment in the present moment. This way of being also fosters resilience. When you are in harmony with the flow, you do not break under the weight of life's challenges. Like a tree bending in the wind, you adapt to the storms, trusting that they too are part of the greater rhythm. You begin to see that every setback, every detour is not an end, but a new beginning, a chance to realign with the flow and discover new possibilities. Harmony with the flow is not just about navigating challenges, it is also about celebrating life's moments of ease and joy. When you are in tune with life's rhythm, you find yourself more present, more attuned to the beauty and abundance that surrounds you. You notice the simple pleasures of breeze on your skin, the laughter of a friend, the colors of the setting sun. These moments become richer, more vibrant, because you are no longer caught in the trap of resisting or controlling. The flow of life is not something separate from you, it is within you. Your breath, your heartbeat, your thoughts and emotions, they all move in cycles, mirroring the rhythm of the universe. When you are in harmony with this flow, you feel a deep sense of connection to yourself, to others, and to the world around you. You realize that you are not a separate entity struggling against the current, but an integral part of the great river of existence. Harmonizing with the flow also requires humility. It is an acknowledgement that you do not have all the answers, that there is a wisdom greater than your own guiding the unfolding of life. This humility does not diminish you, it frees you from the burden of having to control everything. It allows you to step back, to observe, and to trust in the process. In this exploration of life's essence, we've traversed the illusions that bind us, the labels that define us, and the natural flow that guides us. We've considered the ways in which our attitudes toward time, authenticity, playfulness, and harmony shape not only how we live, but how we age. And to look younger than your years is not merely a matter of physicality. It's about a quality of being that transcends appearance. It's about living with presence, releasing resistance, and embracing the truth that you are far more than the roles, labels, or expectations imposed upon you. Youthfulness is a state of mind, a vitality born from connection to your essence, to others, and to the rhythms of life itself. In letting go of control, we find freedom. In rediscovering playfulness, we unlock joy. In choosing authenticity, we radiate beauty. And in surrendering to the flow, we discover a profound peace that carries us gracefully through every stage of life. So as you walk forward from this moment, may you do so with lightness, curiosity, and trust. May you let go of what no longer serves you and embrace the infinite possibilities that arise when you align with the truth of who you are. For the essence of life is not something to grasp or chase, it is already here, waiting to be lived fully, deeply, and joyfully.